Hello guys, glad to have you here. I'm gonna wait a few minutes so more people join. Hope every one of you did well last week. It was a complicated week to put it like that. Market was moving a bit correctively, and it was hard for us to get some setups, some proper trade setups. But every correction has to end, and we eventually will get our setups. Okay, so I'm gonna start off with the DXY for today. The arrows and the drawings you see on my chart are from last week's forecast, so we can see how the price moved compared to our analysis. So as you can see, last week we were expecting DXY to make one more push up and then fall into a correction before going back up. The price didn't exactly break this top. It went down and made this pullback here, and right now is going back up. What I'm expecting now are two scenarios. Keep in mind that we are still, the structure is very messy, especially for the majors. It's a bit messy. And here we have two scenarios. Either we will consolidate here and make one more push up to break the top here, or we will continue going down like this. So for DXY this week, I will look only for the buy setups. I won't go for the sells. If we get here a range, a sideways move, I'm gonna look for buy setups. If not, then I'm gonna wait to see how the structure will unfold. We have here a nice order block. We reached that order block, but it may go down a bit more and grab some liquidity. So for DXY, my expectations are that it will make a correction and go up. If this happens, I'm gonna look for a buy setup. If not, if the price continues to go down like this in a messy way, I'm gonna stay away from the pair. Moving on to Euro USD. Last week we were expecting Euro USD to drop. I think we were. I don't know why I don't have the drawings anymore here, but I remember we were in this consolidation, and I was expecting the price to make a pullback and then drop again. As you can see, the market went up in a messy manner here, made this pullback, made one more move towards the outside, but didn't break this top. So right now what I'm thinking is that this is a pullback for another wave up to break this top again. So Euro USD, the way this candle is looking on the 4 hours is pretty impulsive. So I'm gonna see how this candle closes, and if it has a strong close, I'm gonna be looking for a sideways move and then another push back up. Another scenario is like similar to the DXY. If the DXY decides to go up, then this will go down and break this low. So, but I won't be interested in any sells here. My long-term view on Euro USD is a bullish wave. So let's wait and see how the price will develop. If we get a correction here, I will be looking for a buy setup. If not, I'm gonna stay away from this pair. Moving on to Pound USD. As you can see, last week Pound USD I was expecting to make a drop to break this low and then go back up and break this top again. It didn't break the low. It went on and break the top slow and steady. Made another pullback here, broke the top again, and right now it made a pullback here, a drop, and now similar to Euro USD, you have a strong bullish wave on the 4 hours, which means that if we get here a pullback, then the price might go up and break the top once more. Considering the fact that the DXY might fall again this week, I'm expecting the market to break this top. If not, the market will fall into a deeper consolidation before going back up again. So let's wait and see. Let me do the past drawings. Okay. So for Pound USD, correction and upside, break the stop, but I'll be cautious with the buy setups because on the daily level, as you can see, the market moved up quite a bit. So at some point, I'm expecting a bigger pullback here to happen, like something like this before going back up at least. So every top might be the last here. So let's wait and see how it will develop. Dollar yen. Dollar yen last week, as you can see on the chart, I was expecting the price to make a pullback. Oops, sorry, to make a pullback, break this top, and then drop. It did break the top, but it didn't drop. It went further on and took out this level as well. What I'm expecting next for dollar yen is a move towards the downside, which could be either a correction, either could be the break of the low. But first and foremost, I'm going to be looking at a correction to happen here. I'm going to be watching the price to go like this, maybe push back down, reach this level here, and I'm going to be waiting for a reaction around this area here. If we get a consolidation and the sideways move, that means that we're going to go one more move towards the downside, eventually breaking this low. If not, I can see the price, let me change the color, I can see the price going back up from here before making a bigger drop. But for now, I'm going to be focusing on this scenario. First, I'm going to be looking at the sell setup. If we get a nice sell setup here, I'm going to be looking for this move, or hopefully this move, and we'll see how it will develop. By the way, with UJ, we had an analysis last week, which we posted on our page. As you can see, the market went up, broke this first level here. As I mentioned on the chart, I was watching this area for a second reaction area to look for a sell setup. In the idea stream, I constantly updated the chart. When we hit those levels, I was looking at some possible trade scenarios. I took this trade, but it ended up being a small loss, 0.25% loss, because it was a risky trade, and I didn't risk that much on it. So I'm still biased towards the downside on UJ. But first, I want to see a proper move here on maybe on the lower time frame, on the 50 minutes. If we get a strong break towards the downside and then a pullback, then I'm going to be looking for a sell. If not, I'm going to stay away from it. Won't be looking at any buy setups for now. Moving on to Aussie USD. For Aussie USD, I was looking last week, as you can see here. I was looking for the price to make a drop. The price reached this level here last week, made this drop, consolidated, and then I was expecting the market to go down and test these levels here, eventually breaking the low. It didn't happen. The market corrected, but it didn't went down. So I'll delete this whole thing here. Just a second. Let me these drawings here. Okay. So for this one, this week I will expect the market to pull back here, make another push towards the upside, and then I think the market will be ready to go down. But this week I'll be looking for this trade here. If it will develop into a trade setup. If we get this consolidation here, then that will be a nice risk to reward. If not, let it go without you. There's nothing bad in it. Moving on to USD CAD. As you can see, for USD CAD, we posted, similar to UJ, we posted an analysis on our page last week in which we were expecting the price to drop from those levels. So far, so good. Market was spot on. Our analysis was spot on the market. And we posted an update here. There was a small possibility that this would have broken the top and then fall. But regardless of that, as you can see here, we were expecting this correction to unfold and push one more move towards the downside. Right now for USD CAD, I'm expecting the market to give us a correction here at some point and then drop one more time before going back up. But for me, right now, I'll be looking for this correction to finish. I won't be trading it because corrections are messy. I'll wait for it to finish, and then we'll see if we get a buy setup to go with the sell. After the sell happens, breaks the low and grabs some liquidity from these areas here, then depending on the price action, we'll see if we'll be looking for buy setups or continuation to the downside. Let me take some of your questions. Okay, sorry about that. I'm gonna check it out. It should be okay right now. Sorry about that. It was my stream recording software. Thanks for letting me know. Let me know if you have some questions in regards to the pairs we discussed. If not, I'm gonna move on to the commodities. Yeah, okay, no, sorry about that. It was on my end. It was an issue on my end. I forgot to close it. Okay, so moving on to commodities, gold. Last week on gold, we were expecting the market. Let me get an annotation. We were expecting the market to make this correction here before going back down. So far, so good. The market did this thing here. So right now, gold is a bit messy. Even though this is a correction, this is a drop, this could correct here and go back down again. But it could also go, because of this candle here, we have to wait for this candle to see the momentum after it closes. If this decides to stay here for a while, I think this will go back up again. This could be a very messy structure, so I advise you guys to stay away from gold this week. My thought process is that we'll continue to go down, but we'll have to wait and see because this could be developing into a messy move here. So keep an eye on it and don't jump in. Moving on to silver. Silver last week, as you can see on the chart, we had this pullback here, and I was expecting the market to push one more move towards the upside. Then I was expecting another pullback, as you can see from this line here, but it didn't happen before going back up. So right now, what I can see for silver is a correction incoming. Drop one more time, and then we'll update you if we will see either a correction to go for one more move towards the downside, either will be going back up from here. So we have to keep an eye on, because silver, if I go on the daily, you'll see what I'm talking about, is in this channel here. So because of this entire move that we had here, this bullish wave, I'm expecting the price to pull back a bit and correct before going back up. So I don't think it's a good idea to look for buy setups right now because of the price we are at the moment. So wait for the correction to finish. Possible levels, I'm going to draw it on the chart, will be these two levels plus this one here to look for potential reactions, but I'm not too sure of the first one. I think it will go down a bit deeper, because if you look at the way it corrected here, it didn't correct that sharp. It made small pullbacks, and then continuation. So for the trend to be valid on the higher scale, we need a bigger degree correction here. So I'm expecting the market to go down a bit, maybe reaching this level here before going back up. And we'll update you later on. Okay, moving on to oil. Oil, last week we posted again an analysis for oil as well. If you bear with me for a second, we're expecting the price to go up one more time and break the top before falling into a correction. So as you can see, the market gapped up because of the OPEC news over the weekend with the cut in production. So right now what we can see is, let me go back to the chart. I will be waiting for a consolidation here, as you can see on my arrows on the chart, before going back up. This consolidation could be a short one, or it could be a bigger one and fill the gap that we had last night. So we'll have to wait and see, or even go lower than that and reach this level, this area here. It has many possibilities, but my bias is towards the downside for crude oil for this week. Wait for your sell setups. Right now we don't have any sell setups, so I would suggest to stay away. Personally, I would be leaving it alone until it finishes the correction before going into any buy setups. So keep an eye on the chart. Wait for the price to pull back to finish the consolidation, and then look for your buy setups. Good old natural gas. We were expecting a bullish reaction for like 2 or 3 weeks now on this pair, but at that time we were saying that we are waiting for a trend line to be broken. I think it was this one. which we didn't broke. We just touched it, and then we continued to go down every time we retested the trend line. So we didn't. We were waiting for a breakthrough, a breakout, a consolidation, a retest maybe of the trend line, and then this bullish wave that you can see here drawn on with the green arrows. So we didn't get that. The price continued to go down. I'm expecting the market here to consolidate because we broke the low again. I don't think it will reverse from here. I think it will consolidate, push down again, and then we'll update you. This could continue to go down like this in a messy manner. It's quite annoying, to be honest with you guys, but it is what the market does sometimes. So I will be waiting for this pullback to finish, go look for the sell to end, and then I'm gonna be looking for buy setups if we get the chance. If not, I want to see for this one, because it's going like this. I want to see either if it goes like that, like that, like that. I want to see a strong bullish impulse to confirm the upside, and followed by a correction. You know, because this is our confirmation for the next move, our next bullish move. If not, I'm gonna leave it to finish its job. The lower it gets, the better for us, because we can buy it at a cheaper price. So let's keep an eye out. Okay, let me take some of your questions. NFP this week. Yeah, exactly. NFP this week, and it is on a bank holiday because it will be Good Friday. So it will be crazy. I think the market will be on bank holiday on Friday and Monday because of the Easter season holidays, and I don't know. Maybe on Tuesday it will gap up or down. I don't know. It could be doing loads of crazy stuff. So I would suggest you guys to close your trades before Friday, so you don't have any problems with your portfolio, with your account balance. Keep it safe. Let me know if you guys have some questions, so we can move on to the stock market. Okay, so let's move on to S&P. Last week we were expecting S&P, as you can see on the chart, we were expecting this consolidation to happen here. It did, and then we were expecting the market to move up and break this top. It went higher than that, and right now I'm expecting the price to pull back again and then go for one more move towards the upside, eventually breaking this top located at this red line here. So S&P for me this week, it will make a pullback, and then we'll go to break the top again. Nasdaq, for Nasdaq, same. I was expecting last week a consolidation. Market did that. I was expecting the price to break again the 30,000 levels, and it did. It quite did. And if I go on the daily to show you guys a level here, we are in a nice zone for sell setups in this area. What I mean by sell setups, I mean like a correction. I don't expect this to go down from here quite a lot. I'm expecting the market to pull back, correct, pull back, and then look for another move towards the upside, depending on the price action. But for me this week, I'll be looking for sells on the indices. So we'll have to wait and see. If we get this correction, then we'll watch the price action to see if it will give us an impulse, followed up by a correction with a new top on the cards, or if we'll get a range here and then go for one more down, but remains to be seen. Right now, what I'm expecting is a correction, a pullback before going back up. So I'm expecting this consolidation on the 4 hours or even daily to occur, and before going back up. Okay, moving on to Dow Jones. Dow Jones, similar like Nasdaq last week, as you can see drawn on the chart, we were expecting this consolidation and then this move towards the upside. The market went way above our target. Similar to the other two, I'm expecting Dow Jones to make here a pullback before going back up. I don't know if it will take that much time, but I'll be looking for a counter move here, a counter trend move, go down, and then reach this level again. This one isn't valid anymore. It was from last week. So I'm gonna be waiting for this correction to unfold and then look for buy setups again, depending on the price action. Okay, so let's move on to the crypto market. Bitcoin last week, as you can see on the chart, I was expecting the market to make a pullback here, drop, and then go back up. Market is moving in a range. It's like it's quite a messy one. We are in between these two levels. So I'm gonna let the price as it is right now. I'm not gonna trade Bitcoin because the way it is looking, I'm gonna expect the market. I'm gonna see. I see two scenarios here. Either we'll go slowly break this low, and then we'll see if we get another consolidation to fall into a deeper correction before going back up. Either we'll break towards the upside, and then we'll get this move. So for me, the cryptos, they have one more move up in the tank, but I'm not quite sure they'll make it. If they'll make it, then okay, good. And I'm going to be looking for sell setups like for correction to develop. On the long term, I can see them going up, but for now, I'm expecting the market to make a consolidation first, and then I'm gonna be looking for buy setups. Ethereum, similar to Bitcoin. As you can see, last week we were expecting the market. If you look at this arrow from last week's analysis, I was expecting the market to reach this blue level here, potentially breaking it, but it didn't. It just went close to it, then came back up. Similar to Bitcoin, I'm expecting the market to leave this area here before looking at any trade setups. So for Ether, either will go up, break this top, and then drop, and then go back up again to make this pullback. Either we will continue and fall from here before going back up. So take into consideration these two options. But for me, like I said, with Bitcoin, I'm expecting the market to make one more push up before dropping into a correction. So be careful with the buys at this level. Binance Coin, last week we were expecting the market to drop and reach this first order block here that we have on the chart. We are still in this area. We slightly broke it here. What I'm expecting now is the market to make a pullback here and then drop one more time before potentially going back up. But for now, BNB is making the way the price moves right here. You can see how a correction looks like: slow, messy, and it takes a while on the calendar to finish, compared to the impulses, which are sharp, as you can see, sharp, sharp, and another one sharp. So let me go back to the analysis. I'm expecting the market to correct here, make a consolidation, and go for one more move towards the downside, and then we will update you, because this could have a little bit more bearish sentiment on it with the news of Binance CEO being under investigation. So we have to be careful a bit with BNB compared to Bitcoin or Ether. Okay, now I'm gonna take a few questions from you guys, and then I'm gonna end the stream. So feel free to ask me anything. Okay, I'm gonna sit for one more minute or two to watch the chat. Any questions you guys have, feel free to ask me. Any pair you guys like to go through, let me know. We can do that. Any requests that you have. Hey Astro, I think you mean broker. Uh, I, the main thing you want to look at when you go for a broker is the regulations. You don't want to see brokers like being from Vanuatu or whatever fiscal paradise countries. They have to be regulated. FCAs, that's something that I would look for. Also, I'll be looking for the instruments that they have, the taxes that they will have, but first and foremost, I'll be looking at their background, to see if they are safe, they don't mess up your positions and stuff like that. Play with the spread because loads of things can happen. So I'll go with the ones that are well known compared to others that offer you a lot of benefits in regards to spreads, taxes, commissions, and so on, but you'd never heard of it. I prefer to go with, even if it's a bit more expensive, I prefer to go with the safer option. So be careful with that. Check for the regulations. Make sure to be most of them to be regulated in with the FCA or in the United States. That's what I'll look after because it's a very dangerous field, and you need to keep your money safe. It's like when you look for a bank to keep your money safe. So I won't recommend you any broker because I don't advertise. But what I can say to you is to look for the ones that are well known and check some reviews and depending on your financial package and what you like from them, you can make your choice if you look at those aspects. No worries, you're more than welcome. Any questions in regards to pairs, charts? Yeah, Fred is right. You can check that as well. There are loads of websites that do these comparisons, reviews. So go for it. It's very important. This is the first thing that you do when you want to trade, to look for a broker, and it's best to choose the one that suits your needs best. I agree on that, but at the same time, the most important factor is to be on the safe side and minimize the potential risks that are out there. Hey, Rizan, sir. Sure, we can go on GU. I was Yeah, I did earlier pound USD. Like I said last week, we're expecting the market to finish this consolidation, make one more drop, and then push back up to break this top. It didn't broke the low here. It just went up, broke the top, consolidated, and now it's uh, it's making a pullback, as you can see here on the chart. If you look at the green arrows, I was talking about this pullback here. Let me draw it for you again. I was talking about this pullback here and the possibilities that we have. Either if we get a small, let me delete these things again so you can see the chart clearer. Okay, so here we have two scenarios. If this candle has a solid close and then we get a pullback, a sideways move, then I think we'll go and break the top one more time. This is a bit risky to go for this trade, but because of the level we are at the moment, I'm going to show you on the daily in a bit. But at the same time, it could be a nice risk to reward because this could continue to go up. You also have this trend line located here, which was broken. So this could eventually make a move like this and then drop once more. And the options are, we are in the middle here. That's the problem. That's the problem with this pair. For example, with Euro USD made a deeper pullback, and I was looking for buy setups. But considering the fact that I'm expecting some dollar weakness this week, I think this can have a chance to go and break the top one more time. But like I said, going to the daily chart, I want to show you that here, as you can see, the market, if you look at this low here, the market made a sharp move towards the upside, and now it is, if you look on the bigger picture, we are in this range here because the price is moving sideways. Let me grab my annotation. Sideways, sideways, sideways. We didn't left this left this range yet. So what I can see here is because of this bullish wave that we had last time in the correction, I can see the price dropping, at least for a move like this on the daily chart before going back up, or eventually making a pullback and drop again before going back up. So on the daily, I'll be looking for sell setups. On the 4 hours, I'll be suggesting the same, but there is a chance we can go back and break the top again. But because we are at a high level here, I'm gonna be a bit cautious with that. So you have to, if you want to go with this buy here, go and risk small, like 0.1, 0.2% of your account. If not, wait for this. If we see something like a correction here for one more drop, like let's say the price will do something like this, and then we'll make this pullback here because we had this level was taken out. So this is a possibility as well to go for one more drop. This will be a nice one if the price ranges here for a while, and then we can look for sell setups. But if we get a small correction here, like I said, after this 4-hour close, then I think we'll go one more time to break the top, or at least reach this level here on the chart. So I have mixed feelings for pound USD, if you ask me. So keep an eye out on these two possibilities, number one and number two. I'm gonna leave them on the chart so we can go through them next week to see how they performed. Is the market, the market, the market? Yeah, possible, possible. We're at a high level here, so we have to wait and see. No worries, mate. So okay, guys, I'm gonna wrap it up for today. I'm gonna see you guys next week. Don't forget bank holiday on Friday and Monday, plus NFP news on Friday. So be careful with your trades. I suggest to close your positions before the bank holiday and risk accordingly. Don't trade without a plan. And I wish you guys to make a lot of money. And for those of you who celebrate, I wish you a happy Easter. And so let's hope we get some nice trades this week. Cheers. See you next time. Bye bye.